Good afternoon, America, and good afternoon to all the people from all over the world that are listening to those videos. And I want to thank you for that, especially if you support me and give me the thumbs up. All right, the title of this newsletter today is SOS to the World, Deadly Window, April the 8th, 2020. You have been warned. All right, my friends, the reason why I already gave you my warning and I already give you that quatrain and those keywords in the newsletter that I made yesterday, but I feel it's important for me to emphasize this, my warning, because this upcoming SOS to the World Deadly Window is a Plutonic window. And these are the most devastating, the most obvious, the deadliest windows you can get. So I think it's very important for me to warn you one more time and be ready. Be ready for whatever the quatrain mentioned and whatever the keywords mentioned. And they're pretty direct. The idea of this window is mostly to offer very serious wake-up calls to a lot of people, especially those who are in denial. Before anything, on Sunday, we're going to have another live meeting in the Cosmic Cut private website in our chat room. There's a lot of people out there that are very depressed. They don't know what's next. They were degenerating. They are very worried. And at least our people, we have to do something for you. So Turner and I, we have decided to do another meeting on our chat room. So be ready, okay? If you have a question, that's wonderful. Always give us your date of birth because we can check out your dragon, see if you are prone or not to attract this virus, and if you are, what to do and what not to do particularly. So that is something that our VIP and our supporter on Patreon will benefit on Sunday night, 7 p.m. Arizona time. Okay, so a lot of people last time did miss us because they did not figure out the time. I mean, I understand if you're in Australia or if you're in Europe, but or in England for that matter. So pay attention, 7 o'clock Pacific time or Arizona time. Okay, this SOS to the world is for the 8th. Now, there are currently 8 Republican governors that are holding on statewide stay-at-home orders. I guess this window is going to wake those idiots up. Now, remember, those people are in power. Okay, they have to follow their president. They have to do whatever the president say because that's just the way they are. Okay, and they don't care about your life. All they care is about maintaining their power, their position of power, and their big fat paycheck and paying no tax. They don't give a damn about you or your life, and that's why they don't enforce the stay-at-home order, which is totally and completely common sense. I have a friend that lives in China, and he sent me a video. He says, Louis, look, everybody, right from the get-go, okay, start to wear masks. And see that these people that are ahead of us now, I think they are past the worst of this coronavirus disease. So it's just common sense. Now, on the video that I made yesterday, the link is alive. Please listen to it if you did not, because there is some very serious tip. And the same tips that I have on that video are also printed for you in the newsletter. So click on the link and make it live. Click on it, go and read all the new tips. Is past just, social distancing and washing your hands. So please pay attention to those new rules that can help you to avoid the reptilians trying to kill you. All right, so if you decide to go out one more time, practice social distancing. Most of all, wear a mask, okay? And there is ways to make mask, and there is also various tips to practice social distancing. And those links are live. Please click on it, educate yourself. Remember, knowledge is power, ignorance is evil. Wash your hands as always, and then make note of all those new tips that can help you to stay alive. Now, the quatrain that I perceive is already in action. And so you can see by all the news that I'm going to cover, all those dramatic and deadly news that I'm going to cover, that's just the beginning of what's coming. On the focus will be on the 8th. So a day or 2 or 3 before and a day or 2 or 3 after, you know, the window lasts about 4 or 5 days. Expect a hell of a lot of bad news. So be prepared, my friend, and don't panic. Do not panic. Okay, there's no reason to panic because emotion override your critical thinking, and that's where you're prone to make mistakes. During this window, whatever you say, whatever you do, wherever you go, is not a normal window. Okay, whatever you do will follow you for the rest of your life. That is if you manage to escape with your life. This is the red carpet of the reptilians. Okay, if you heard my videos before, you heard my warning before, each time I present you with a SOS to the world, deadly plutonic window, please take me very, very, very seriously, and most of all, share it, because you can help me to share our life. And if we save only one life, man, I did good today. So please help me. Oh, what else we have? Okay, the quatrain says expect death news. More than 300,000 in the US have now coronaviruses. Okay, as the pandemic continues, hospitals struggle for supply. That is totally insane in the United States in 2020. Yeah, your president says it couldn't have been predicted, but it was predicted last August. It was predicted in full letters last August and in some of my radio shows. All you got to do is to put your hand on the 2020 Nostradamus from Dragon Forecast. You do that and you get the 2019 for free. You use the deal. It's there. It's for you. So let's hope that this short of supplies will be taken care of, because a lot of people are going to go. All right, what else do we have? I mentioned terrorism. This quatrain mentioned terrorism, and the keywords mentioned terrorism. 2 knives to death being investigated as possible terror attack. There you go. Okay, click on it, read it if you're into this type of news. Just take the news and use the keywords. All things are live for you to read. The Flash actor Logan Williams dead at 16. Remember what I said? The reptilians are after children and famous people. And the keywords is famous death. 16 years old. Now, nobody dies at 16, 30, or 46, or 50, natural cause. And usually when they don't say nothing is because they are reptilians infected. Too much drugs, especially in being rich and famous. It's the most healthier life you could ever hope for, because you're forced to socialize, you're forced to drink, you're forced to take drugs, and to sleep or to be active, to be on stage. So if you're not famous, thanks God, because you're going to have a much longer life. All right. This is being said. Bill Withers, Lean on Me, and Lovely Day singer has died. Again, famous death. Master Italian shoe designer dies of coronavirus. Again, famous death. Keywords don't lie. Now, death news. The US has now second highest number of coronavirus cases in the world. So we approached that already. Sad enough. Death news. It's obvious. Ecuador overwhelming death toll. Oh my gosh. Click on that. Watch this video. You're talking about death news. Let's hope this does not come in the United States. Oh, please, God, have mercy on your children. Toll rise. U.S. coronavirus deaths surpassed 7,000. She says she unknowingly infected others at her mom's 90th birthday, and 2 people died in the process. Again, death news. Be careful. Because this virus is now on, it's deadlier. But when comes that window, it's going to double, triple, quadruple. Be prepared. Stay home. Please, if you got to go out, just wear your mask, wash your hand, keep distance, be smart about it. But stay home, like we do. Not exactly. I might have to, probably next week, I probably would have to go back in the front line and drive OTR. There's these people over there need so much supply, and the company that I was with, they stopped delivery. I was taking care of 53-foot trailer loaded with equipment from Amazon, but Amazon is now feeling the hit from this coronavirus, and they stop us. My company told me, well, we cannot do anything, so I'm looking now for another job so that I can help. I can help you here, okay? And I will have to go in the front line and help, especially knowing what I know. So these people are desperate, and then I gotta go, and probably will next week. So these are probably some of the last videos I'm gonna do for a while. So make the most of it. All right, what else do we have? Singer tests positive for coronavirus, warn fans to take seriously. That's a wake-up call, okay? Pink reveals she and sons 3 tested positive. This illness is serious and real. It's time for you to realize that it is whatever you believe. It's imposed by the government. It's created by the Illuminati. I know a lot of you are following all sorts of conspiratorial material, David Icke, and all this junk. And that's okay, because conspiracy is real. But the fact of the matter, you need to understand the true birth of this virus. And by clicking on the video and listen to me again and again and again, you will realize that this virus was created by all the negative thoughts combined together, but generated initially by your president, which is sad enough, born a racist. He stars. It's nothing against the president. People are born racist, people are born religious, people are born artistic, people are born autistic, people are born geniuses, people are born special, and the president is born with a dragon's tail inside his trousers that makes him hate foreigners. And he finally succeeded in building his wall. Big war, but it's not a physical war. And it's going to take a lot for the world to come up to that and accept and realize and assimilate this type of information. But you got it from me. Now you deal with it. All right, what else do we have? Ingraham influencers apologize for coronavirus controversy and flees New York. A wake-up call for that idiots. Flees New York. Okay, oh, it's not real. It's not real. Oh, it's bullshit. The next thing you know, oh, okay, it's real. And she takes off. I go back there to help the people. They need me. Antonio Brown formally charged in assault for drivers outside Florida home. A wake-up call for this sucker. 3 Massachusetts golfers arrested for violating Rhode Island coronavirus quarantine order. Police. Now, this couple gives newborn twins coronavirus-themed names. How can you be stupid like that? You got to be really a true moron to name your kids following coronavirus. First of all those kids that are going to be born during this timing are going to be extraordinarily sensitive to any disease, not only to coronavirus. It's just part of the type of stars that are producing all this chaos. So to add, when you change your name, you're bringing energy into that name that you may not be able to handle, to understand. And those energies are going to do things through your names to you that you don't understand. So it's very, very important when you change your name to understand what those new vibrations are bringing to you. Are they going to add to your UCI, to your unique celestial identity, or is changing this name going to drag you down? Well, believe me, those idiots out there, they're from India, I believe, so what do you expect? So I don't want to be racist, but they got a pinhead. You don't do that. You're trying to forgive this. It's like trying to call your child a Hitler or World War I or World War II, that you bring in that type of energy into the life of these people. And all the kids are going to make a hell with these kids if they manage to survive 10 or 15 years. Long story. I just cannot imagine the amount of stupidity occurs in this world. People are so cosmic unconscious. They're either indoctrinated by religion and they're religious fanatics, or they are totally atheist and believe science has all the answers. This is insane. And that's why we are where we are today. In the name of ignorance and fear, not understanding the superconscious in time and space, not understanding that we are creator of our own destiny as a whole with all our thoughts. That's what brings us down to suffer coronavirus today. Thanks, Mr. President. You have your wall. You happy now? All right. So again, I also, in order for you to trust my work and for me to prove my claim, I have saved the 1, 2, 3, 4 dates that I mentioned on Kerry Cassidy. So I think one of the first date was, you're going to hear much, much more bad news about coronavirus. I guess I was right. But anyway, those links are live. Click on it. Most of all, listen to the show with Kerry. Make notes, pay attention. I give data of earthquake above 6.0, and we have 7.3 on the 31st. So Dr. Cherry is real. And there we are, my friend. All right. So one more time before I leave you, my friend, this is not a normal SOS to the world deadly window. It's a plutonic window. That's where the reptilians resides. They have hijacked the planet Pluto as one of their bases. Pluto is well known by any astrologer to be the planet of death, of drama, evil, the underworld, the criminal elements, and that's why they choose that planet, because the energy is so deadly and so destructive. But, coin has two faces. Pluto also means reinventing yourself, rebirthing, the reincarnation principle. A worm in the water transforming into a butterfly from its watery element into the air element. So reincarnation is real. So there is a lot to learn about Pluto and any other planet for that matter. But for the time being, understand that the reptilians are going to lead a very serious mad dance of evil, and I just don't want you to be part of the statistics. So read the newsletter. Share my work, please. Give me the thumb up if you like my work and join my YouTube channel. One more time, my friend, please help me save life. I only have you to help me, nobody else. And my enemies have complained to YouTube because my work is so far-fetched and so rough and so real that now they have stopped the payment. So by joining Patreon or by joining the Cosmic Code, you're certainly showing that your support. All right, we see many of you, our VIPs and Patreon supporters. We see you on Sunday night at 7 o'clock on the Cosmic Code private website. One more time, my good friend, please be safe. Share my work. God bless you. We are all together in that one. And it's not the end of the world. It will pass. Be strong. Bye-bye.